Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this, another brand new day. Another day in which I am pretty dry because I haven't drank enough this morning, and I had to put in denture adhesive, and my denture adhesive is melting and it's sliming up the inside of my mouth. Yay, gotta love that. I absolutely loathe having to use denture adhesive, but if I don't, these things just flop around. It's insane. I hurt myself trying to eat. Yay. I feel really bad this morning. I staggered in here and started saying hello to my little hamsters. And I picked up little Charlie out of his cage because he was really running around in there and he wanted to be picked up. He was running over to where I was and up on his feet and looking up at me. So I put my hand down there, he crawled into my hand and I picked him up and I was just carrying him around and talking to him. And then, because I was tired, I put him back in his cage. Only it wasn't his cage. I accidentally put him into Patches Jr.'s cage and didn't realize it until I was sitting down here and doing stuff, and then I heard noises, looked over, it was only about a minute later, and I saw Charlie and Patches fighting. It was like, oh my god, no. Because Syrian hamsters will kill each other. They are solitary creatures. They will fight and kill. And so I quickly ran over there, got a roll of masking tape, put it over the top of one of them so it broke them apart, and then pushed them away so that I could pick up the one without getting bit. Picked up Charlie, put him in his own cage, and then calmed down Patches Jr. He was freaked. He was running and bouncing off stuff. I had to just put him into one section of his cage and then pick him up and hold him. And once he was surrounded by my smell, he calmed down. Just calmed down and started cleaning himself. And he had a bite. He's got a bite on his side. It's just a little skin tear. So that's not bad. A little skin tear isn't bad, just a bite. I mean, it might get an infection because of saliva and germs in, people's and animals' mouths. In which case, I need to put some Neosporin on there, which he will eat and lick off, but Vaseline doesn't hurt you. And hopefully the trace amounts of antibiotics in there won't hurt him either. But gosh golly gee whiz, I felt so bad, the poor little guy. Especially since I don't know how old, Charlie, Harvey, all that is. I don't know how old he is, but he's young-ish. He's very meaty. He's very bulky and he's got all his fur. And Patches Jr. is getting up there. He's thinner in fur, and in fact, here, hello guy. Hi. Patches Jr. is also the one that I call Bat Ears McGee. But I'm going to bring him out so you can see him. I can't see where he got bit now, because it's that small and he's cleaned himself up. But here he is. He's okay. He was just freaked out and worried and a little hurt, just a skin tear. He's okay. Thank goodness for that. And you see, he's still wired. His ears are just boofed. And I don't blame him for being wired and worried. He was sleeping before when this other male hamster leaped on him and started fighting. That's enough to freak anybody out. You're a good guy. But all my hamsters know my smell. Even the rescues, because I pick them up and they know that I am a safe smell. So he calmed down real fast, started cleaning himself, and now he's okay. He's a good little guy. I feel so bad for that. I'm so sorry, little bat ears. Here we go, I'll put you back in your cage now. Which is just right next to me. I have one cage and then these things stack. So I stack the other one on top of it so I don't have to lean way over and hurt my back. And so it's just right here. I lean down, put my hand on there, and I can grab bedding. So it's good. I always like to have hamsters in reach because I'm a crazy hamster person. Some people are crazy cat people, crazy dog people. I'm the crazy hamster person, except I'm not so crazy anymore. When I was living in my brother-in-law's garage, like a year and a half after my wife had died, I had 22 hamsters. And in fact, I was showing off my various cages, my various hamsters periodically when I was living in my brother-in-law's garage, and all of my 22 hamsters. I gave away, gosh, over half of them when we had to move to various pet stores. And then it's just been slow attrition since then, as old age has been plucking them out. So now I've got Charvy, I'm just gonna call him Charvy. There's Charvy, and there's Bad Ears, Bobo Jr., Mama Squeak, and Boogle. Yeah, so I'm down to 5 hammies. And of those, 2 of them seem young-ish. Boogle's kind of young-ish, and I don't know how old Charvy is, so they're the younger ones. Mama Squeak is like, she's a powerhouse. I know she's like almost 2 years old, and she's still big and bulky and meaty, and thumbs up for that. But you know, Patches Jr., his fur is coming out. He's starting to get thin. Bobo Jr., I don't bring him out because he's so old. He doesn't run on his wheel anymore. He just stays in his nest and he eats, and he wanders over to his water bottle when he has to drink. And I put the food next to him because he spends most of his time sleeping. He's an old man, and it happens. So I'm gonna be sad when he goes. I cry when any of my hamsters die. I'm not looking forward to Amelia, the cat, which is why I got that bowl down there. Actually, that's not just a random bowl sitting there. You know, I have that in a lot of videos. That's when I've got cat food. If I happen to have a cat treat or cat something for her, I'll have it in that bowl over there, and then she'll eat in the corner. I don't feed her very often up here because I don't want her associating this room with food. We have her food downstairs when she's inside because we can't have a cat here. So it's not our cat. I mean, she's my cat in that she was my cat when she was born as a kitten, and then we gave her to my brother-in-law's family, and then she readopted me when I moved into the garage there. And then since everyone parted, I had to move here. My in-laws moved someplace else, and then a little bit later the cat showed up on my doorstep, and it was either let the cat be, you know, eating and stuff like that, or who knows. So we don't have a cat, but we've got a cat. Because I can't kill the kitty. I can't go and give it away. That'd be awful. And so for this period of time, it's been here, but not here. She's a good kitty. She spends most of her time outside, but she comes inside to say hello and to eat, and I give her treats and stuff like that. So, but she's very, very thin. She's very old. I mean, well, I married my wife back in 2002, and it was about 2003, 2004 when these kittens were born. And so she's 13, 14 years old. She's up there for a cat, and she's thin. We feed her when we can, and she bulks up, you know, as much as she can, but she's older, so. But that's one of the connections of just random life between my wife and I. So when the cat goes, then there goes another connection between me and my wife. I've always got my kids, but my kids right now don't have anything to do with me. We live not that far away, and they know where I am, but my daughter doesn't deal with me, and my son is busy, and I try to go up and see them when I can, and they're either not there or busy, so I don't see my kids very often. So at least there's that. I mean, I got the connection between my wife and the world with our children, and that's good. But there's not much living that's a connection between my wife and me right now, aside from just kids, because there's the cat, but she's going to go soon. My minivan is a non-living connection. I mean, it's been around. It was new in 2002 when we bought it, but my wife and I bought it, and I drove her everywhere with it, and then I had to drive her to the hospital all the time in it, and then she was gone, so. But so I'm gonna be sad when that goes, because that's the thing that was a big connection between me and my wife. We drove everywhere in the minivan. And I'm both like and don't like my own bed because of that. Because in 2000, must have been 2004, 2005, when my wife had her heart surgery and had open heart surgery to have valves replaced. When we were living in an adult family home for her recovery, I moved in there to be with her because she couldn't come home because of the nursing home help she needed. But she wasn't sick enough to be in a hospital or a nursing home. Luckily, there's adult family homes where people like her who are sick or older but not nursing home status yet can go to live in an adult family home. She was there. I moved in with her to be with her because having to leave her every day was awful. But while we were there, she bought this electric bed. And now she's gone, but the head raises up, the feet raise up. It's extremely heavy. It almost killed the three of us getting it up the stairs here when I moved in. So when I move out, I need the help of some big people. I can't carry stuff. I couldn't barely help the two of them moving things. But that's the bed we shared during the at least 9 out of our 12 years in marriage. So it's both good being able to sleep in the bed and bad being able to sleep in the bed because she's supposed to be there with me. Past that though, I have not done a ton. Yesterday I did not manage to make it out walking. During the times that I was recording, it had stopped raining. During the times when I was done and could go walking, it was raining until nighttime came. About 7, 8 o'clock, it stopped raining and I could go out walking. Unfortunately, I went and fell asleep in my chair periodically long enough that the entire window of opportunity was gone. I have not been walking for days and days. I'll manage to go for a block or two or walk to a gas station or around the block, small things every day or two. So I'm not going like a full week without walking, but it's like every 2-3 days before I make a very short walk outside during during a time when there's not that much rain. So it's the bad part about that, of course, is whenever you do anything physical, if you stop for one day, it takes 2 days of practice to get back what you've lost. This is why football players, when they're sick, go to practice when they're sick. Because if you don't, you are so far behind. Each day you miss, you're 2 days behind. Because it takes you 2 days to make up that 1 day. Same thing with walking. Every time that I've gone out and I've got this hill that I can go either slightly downward or slightly outward when I go outside. When I go up it, now, oh boy, do I feel it in my legs. I can feel it in my legs just how much they've descended downward in my not being able to walk times. I hate wintertime when it's so wet. Oh, if it just snowed or did nothing, that'd be fine. But it doesn't. It rains. All the water comes off the bay, and then it rains and rains and rains. Excuse me. When I lived up north, we had mountains that as the water came in, mountains and hills, as the water came in, it would rain it out, and then it would continue onward and things would be not that wet and it would stop after a while. We don't have the same thing here. There's not the big hills and mountains, so when it rains, it just comes rain, 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 rain through. There's nothing to block it, make it rain out so it can get over the top of and then come over us. Nope, it's just big fat clouds constantly rolling in. So it rains even more here than where I came from up in Bellingham. It rained a lot up there. Yeah? Rain is good, it's just, boy, the sound is putting me to sleep so much these days. Holy smokes, I'm at 14 minutes and change. I am going to open up because, of course, I forgot to do it because I have therapy today. I'm going to therapy, so I've got to get this done all really, really early and I'm behind. I'm opening up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab because I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me a comment. Now, the content of the comment is not important. The fact that you left me a comment is what is important, and this is why I'm thanking you. I have people that say wonderful things, and there are people that say not so wonderful things. And right now, at this point, they're equally good because you took the time to leave a comment. Thank you for that. You got me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people. Definitely a good thing. And of course, some days everything will go wrong, and that just means it's a bad day, not a bad life. Some days everything will go wrong. You can do everything right and still lose. It happens. It doesn't mean it's a bad life, it just means it's a bad day. But if I mispronounce your name, no disrespect is intended. So, Maru X, thank you very, very much. And Yuval Grossman, thank you very much. I've come to appreciate seeing your name in the comments, so thank you very much. Vash the Stampede, heck of a name. And, oh, Ice Damon, thank you very, very much. Brandon Contreras, thank you for having left a comment. Jesse Zimmerman, thank you. Hazed, thank you very, very much. Heck of a name. Isaac, EYEZAAC, thank you very, very much. Sora Gamer, greatly appreciated. Tercio Philo, ooh, I know I'm not anywhere close, but thank you very, very much. And Baby Girl, thank you. Steady Being 416, thank you very, very much. Naru Kiko, greatly appreciated. I'm really juicy, I bet you are. Ooh. And then Among Velo, thank you very much. JC Animations, thank you, greatly appreciated. Ian Schmidt, thank you. And then Weirch, W-I-E-R-C-H, thank you very, very much. Claude5190, always good to see your name in the comments after all this time. Very, very long time. Thank you very much. It is greatly appreciated. Tundra Keeper, thank you very much. It is always good to see your name in the comments. Thumbs up and thank you very much. And then there is Anthony Ornelas, thank you very, very much. Porno Arcade, Son of a Gun, that's the actual group that did the song that I reacted to the other day. So Son of a Gun, thank you very much. Mars Designs, greatly appreciated. I think I have no idea where I'm in my counting. So UFPF, thank you very, very much. And then last but not least, Michael Leone, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you, as stated. You get me out of my head, into the world, dealing with real people, and that's a very good thing. It is greatly appreciated. Because I get, like I said, I get good comments, I get bad comments, I get indifferent comments. I didn't read any of them yet, except for maybe scanning while my eyes were looking for names, and even at that I can't remember anything that was said. I read them all afterward. I thumbs up every comment I read. I answer as many as I can. I've been pretty busy during my daytime, so I'm not getting into the comments as much as I'd like, but I try to catch up in the afternoon when I'm not falling asleep. So I try. I definitely try. Ah, bloody denture adhesive. It melts from body heat, and you're only supposed to use a very small amount, but if I use a small amount, it melts and then my dentures start flopping around after 5 minutes. So I have to fill my trays, which means I've got like at least twice as much as I should have. So it melts, it fills the inside of my mouth with a denture adhesive film, and then it coats my lips, so I look like I've been eating something white and thick. Yeah, make of that what you will. And it coats my lips, and it's just, I wish I didn't have to use the denture adhesive, but there you go. If you could check out my links down below, that would be awesome. Greatly appreciate it. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful, awesome people here, you would become beautiful and awesome yourself by becoming a patron as well. Thank you very much. I'm still trying to work on rewards because I suck as a human being and don't have any rewards done yet. I am very sorry. I am awful and terrible. Now, if you cannot donate or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I donate them, deposit them to the bank, not the back, I can't talk English today, bank of my heart where I draw interest. So thank you very much. If you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get for my existence. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. I would definitely appreciate that, but I would understand if you don't want to. My personality has rubbed people wrong my entire life. So if you didn't want to subscribe, if you don't like my videos, I unfortunately do understand. But if you are down with it, I will do my best to keep you entertained from now until, well, a very long time from now. I just turned 55 in last October. Average lifespan of American men, 74 years. That's 19 summers I got left, at least. I hope to live to 100 or more. That'd be cool. If I have sound mind and sound body, that would be good. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, and that, my friend, is a very good thing. Now just remember, avoid the bus of death. Don't get on that bus.